And here is the summons of the Income Tax Department in my hand. Just want to hold it up. It's Government of India, Director of Income Tax Investigation. Summons under Section 131A of the Income Tax Act, signed by the Deputy Director of Income Tax, has been served to the Aam Aadmi Party. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to point out to the time, the date, it's 9th that it's been served today. 9th, it was actually dated one day before the results. It has been, the news about it comes out today after the results. This is just, I just wanted to point this out at the start. So what's political about it this morning? And welcome, let's debate this with Narayan Vyas of the BJP from Ahmedabad, BJP Sambit Patra, and R Vaidyanathan, Professor of IIM Bangalore, also leans to the BJP, so strong contingent from the BJP side. On the other side, Sanjay Jha of the Congress, Pankaj Gupta of the Aam Aadmi Party said it was political this morning, and Kamal Mitra Chenoy also of the Aam Aadmi Party. Pankaj Gupta, we start with you, and after that it's an open debate. Professor Vaidyanathan, and to all the others, open debate, please. So, what's political about this? You've got an income tax notice. What's political about it?
Yes. Nothing political about it. What we have said that it is, timing is very suspect.
Why?
Plus, what we have said is, even we actually said that we should go for SIT. We went to Chief Justice of the country. We said that all the parties should open their accounts. We ourselves said that we are ready for all
why should there be an SIT? It is a summons. It is a summons under the Income Tax Act. It is a question of funding of a political party. How can you decide whether you have an SIT or a Supreme Court judge or whatever? Why not have an income tax investigation?
We never said that we will decide whom to serve the notice. If the notice has come to us, we will definitely respond to the notice.
Why is the timing suspect? Why is the timing suspect, Pankaj Gupta? Tell me, why is the timing suspect?
Because it could have been served even at the point when we had said that we are ready for the inspection.
Why should it be given? Why should it be based upon when you want it? I don't understand. Why should the authorities respond in the time you want, in the way that you want?
Sir, why is that only we have been summoned the notice?
No, Congress has also got it.
There have been
Congress party has also got it. Have you got it, Sanjay Jha? Have you got the notice? Sanjay Jha, you also got the notice.
Is it like a witch hunt?
Why is it a witch hunt?
Why is it a witch hunt? Answer you very quickly before I think the AAP gentleman wraps it up. This is a classic case of the pot calling the kettle black. For a party,
who's the pot and who's the kettle?
Party which is a paragon of
who's the pot and who's the kettle?
Cozy capitalism. The Bharatiya Janata Party is an epitome of cozy capitalism, not just crony capitalism. Which, by the way, are you aware, Arnab, that this is the only party, the BJP is the only party amongst all political parties in India that, as per the ADR report, has not submitted the list of donors for 2013-14 for people who have donated above rupees 20,000. That is what needs to be investigated on a priority before.
I'll get into that later. I'm asking you. No, I'm asking you and Pankaj Gupta. I am asking you and Pankaj Gupta. I am asking you and Pankaj Gupta
to try and throw.
I am asking you and Pankaj Gupta. 1 minute, please. Please tell me what is the connection between the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress Party. Why don't you just tell me what your connection is? Financial? Is there a financial connection between the two parties?
Well,
Pankaj Gupta, is there a financial connection between the Congress and the Aam Aadmi
Party? Is
there a financial connection between both of you? Please tell me.
The Congress Party has already explicitly stated.
Is there a financial connection between the Congress Party and the Aam Aadmi Party? Please tell me. I'm asking you again.
The company has a PAN number. It has a PAN number.
I am asking you, is there any financial?
Since 2005.
Okay, I'm asking you, why aren't you answering my question? Why don't you answer my question? My question, Pankaj Gupta, is there a financial link? Is there a financial umbilical cord between the Congress Party and the Aam Aadmi Party?
Arnab, are you saying that if a company donates to two parties...
Why? It's not an allegation, it's a question.
Connection between...
I'm not making an allegation, I'm asking a question.
Arnab, please answer.
Absolutely a red herring. Because they have been outed in the Delhi elections.
I'm listening to you, Pankaj Gupta.
If one company donates to two parties, does it mean that there is a link between two parties whom the company is donating?
Can I ask you
I'm pretty sure that all the parties are linked throughout.
So you admit So you do admit? No. One second. Pankaj, should we open up the debate, please? Let's put the burning questions on the screen as well. 1 second.
Vedanta has both getting so worked up. Congress and BJP. So will you say there's a political relationship between Congress and BJP?
Can I ask you something? Why are you both getting so worked up? I'm only asking a question.
We have got nothing to do with the Aam Aadmi Party and their own funding structure.
There are political trusts.
We are independent political entities.
There are political trusts which are donating to all the
I'm not
political
getting
parties.
the answer.
So what would you say?
No, my question is, there is one company based at...
There are political trusts.
So which is...
There are political
Is this a political trust? There's a company called Goldmine, Buildcon. 1 second. A company called, and I have their registration numbers, Form 23 I have got of this company. And I've got their corporate identity number, etc., etc. It ends with 138476. Anybody can find out about it. Authorized capital of the company is 1 lakh rupees. The papers are here with me. Please tell me, gentlemen, Sanjay Jha and Pankaj Gupta, and I'll open up the debate. Any of you feel free to come in, by the way. Professor Vaidyanathan, Narayan Vyas, Sambit Patra and Kamal Mitra Chenoy. I am asking you today that please tell me how come this same company is being used to route money, lakhs of rupees, from the same address, loss-making company, unknown person called some Hem Prakash Sharma, income tax PAN number is also there, ends with 128. Why is the same person giving lakhs of rupees to the Congress president and to the Aam Aadmi Party?
Who is supposed to answer that, Arnab?
I'm asking you.
This is up to the company to respond.
No, but who is the company? Why are they giving you the money?
Let Mr. Gupta finish.
Who is this person giving large amounts of money to both your parties?
It is.
Who is
So
this
when
person?
you yourself name the
Arnab,
person,
there are
he's the
companies
person,
have
he's the
electoral
director.
trusts.
Sir, I'm putting, let's put the questions out on the
Arnab,
screen, please.
companies are
1 second.
allowed to have electoral trusts.
No, please.
Arnab, if you listen to me for
Sanjay,
a minute,
please
companies
answer.
are allowed
I'm
to have
tired
electoral
of
trusts
asking the same
which
question
fund
repeatedly.
different political parties,
Sir,
and many of them fund several political parties at the same time.
So
now,
no,
that is not a
okay.
coincidence.
So-
it is part of their
So a
voluntary
dummy company,
decision to
the
take
same
whatever
dummy
call they wish
company,
to. Because
the same
to
dummy
assume that there is
company-
a political understanding
You
is
see,
an
Pankaj-
absolutely an incongruous
Pankaj, you are in charge of finance for the Aam Aadmi
This is
Party.
the larger point I want to raise.
No,
at the
you are
beginning of the
in
debate.
charge of
Why
finance
has
for the Aam
Bharatiya
Aadmi
Janata
Party,
which has been spending millions and millions of
Absolutely,
dollars
I
on
am.
Indian election campaign, they should be investigated.
I'll ask questions.
BJP has been
BJP
spending
questions
5
I'll ask to the
crores
BJP.
in one day's advertisement in the Delhi election.
Is that the issue now?
People should be investigated. The BJP.
I am asking
Look
you-
at the Lok Sabha expenditure. Look at the Maharashtra election expenditure.
Sir, let me
it's
tell you,
humongous. It's
the three
embarrassing.
companies-
It's an embarrassment of illegal riches.
Sir, this-
I want to
Mr.
make an
Mr.
accusation on your channel that the Bharatiya Janata Party needs to be investigated for all their funding for the last 3 years, and
Right.
you'll find the ultimate example of crony and cozy capitalism there.
Well, since yesterday,
And I think this is a
Arnab-
red herring trying to divert the issue.
Since
Because
yesterday,
they lost
the
Delhi
BJP has
elections.
lost its voice, it seems. Since yesterday, it seems to me the BJP has lost its
The
voice.
voice is very much there. Only we are waiting for you to allow us
No,
to come in
you
and take
don't
on
have to
Sanjay
get
Jha.
polite
Allow me.
overnight. No, I'm on a very...
No. We were always polite.
Mr.
I
Patra.
really want to take on Sanjay Jha. Mr. Sanjay Jha, only 9 months ago you were in power. If you have all these knowledge that BJP is sitting on dubious funding, so why was your government not allowing any kind of investigation? Why was your government not serving IT notice? And Mr. Sanjay Jha, this is not a case of any company funding all the political parties. Well, yes,
at least you're
Vedanta may
accepting
have
that you have
contributed to
illegal
you,
funding.
it may have contributed to me. These are non-existent fraud companies, and that is the reason as to why there is something
Not to me,
fishy.
to
That
the
is the
Congress
reason as
party.
to why we are saying that there is something fishy. And thirdly, if an IT notice has been served to you, why the time is a suspect? It is an opportunity. It is an opportunity to come clean.
Mr.
And you all
Pankaj
have been
Gupta, are
saying
you
that
taking
are clean.
money?
You
Are
have
you
been
taking
saying that
cash?
you want
We
an
have-
opportunity. Here is an opportunity.
We have always said
Mr.
that if the-
Gupta, 1 minute. Mr. Gupta, can I
Of
ask you,
course.
Can I ask
Mr.
you,
Mr.
Patra,
Gupta,
why
of
has
course.
your party not
Sure,
why has
I'm
your
saying-
party not disclosed the list of all the people who have donated to you above rupees 20,000? Can you please answer the
Don't
question?
change the
It is in
subject,
public
Son. Don't
domain
change the
that
subject,
Bharatiya
Sanjay.
Janata
Don't change the
Party is
subject,
the
I'll
single
answer you
party
that also,
that is not
Sanjay
donate,
Jha.
that is not
Whose
disclosed.
notice is this?
This
Is
is
this
very
the notice
important
of
subject.
election
Subject,
commission
yes.
that you are talking of?
Arnab,
Don't-
this is totally
Mr.
diverting
Sanjay
the
Jha, is
subject.
this the
a
notice of
separate
election
issue
commission
altogether.
you are talking of?
Right now, Arnab, right now the issue
Narayan
and debate
Vyas.
is something with which Aam Aadmi Party is concerned. The notice is served to Aam Aadmi Party. The Aam Aadmi Party should explain why they are not able to comply with a notice which has simple questions, where you supply more details even in a simple KYC form to a bank. You are not able to supply this information even reliably to the income tax department. And you are trying to divert the entire issue by raking up the issues which are non-existent.
No, not at all.
We all know how the...
Not at all. Not at all.
Then why are you unnecessarily getting worked up?
16th of this month, we will be replying.
Glass houses shouldn't throw stones.
We will be replying, and we are very sure that we have not done anything wrong.
Then there is no need for you to get worked up.
We will be replying by that date.
No, Mr. Pankaj Gupta,
No,
tell me, Mr. Pankaj Gupta, you are in charge of finance for the Aam Aadmi Party. A minute, please. One second. This is very intriguing. Mr. Gupta.
Just a minute.
No, Mr. Gupta, just a minute. Let me ask you something. Mr. Gupta, can I just ask you? The person who owns 80% of one of the donor companies called Infoland Software, he cannot be traced. He's gone missing. You know that?
No,
okay.
I don't think he is missing. I absolutely don't think he is missing. Maybe he just went here and there, but he is available.
Where is here and there? Please tell me.
And there are addresses.
No, where is the here and where is the there? Where has he gone?
And what would you do if he is there?
No, I'm asking you. I'll explain to you why I'm asking you the question. One second, Mr. Gupta. Mr. Gupta, according to the Registrar of Companies, according to the Registrar of Companies, Infolands had identified Rajan Muglani, Managing Director of Rasik Plast Limited, as the majority stakeholder. Now, the Indian Express reported that on tracking the manufacturing facility of Rasik Plast, media found out that the production of this company stopped almost a decade ago. Okay? And the financials show that the total assets of the company were at 1.55 crore rupees only. And there was a net loss on the 2nd of March 2012. I just want to ask you, you say you handle finance for the Aam Aadmi Party. How does this dummy company or whatever it is get the money to donate ₹500 crore rupees to the Aam Aadmi Party? And by the way, Mr. Gupta, I haven't completed. This company, your donor, has an office which is traced to a suing company that runs out of one room. It has no revenue for the financial year dated March 31st, 2013. So how do they furnish 50 lakhs for the Aam Aadmi Party despite not having any revenue? And Sun Vision agencies, by the way, Mr. Pankaj Gupta, I haven't finished, which is another donor of ₹500 crore rupees, has an address which leads to a post office within an area which is pockets of unauthorized settlements. What's going on, Mr. Gupta? You want me to continue? And by the way, the big company Goldmine Buildcon Private Limited, which also gives 10 lakh rupees to the Congress Party.
Arnab.
No, this is very serious.
One more edition, time 12 at midnight.
No, Mr. Narayan Vyas, I'm just trying to add 2 and 2 together. I'm trying to get a coherent reply tonight.
There was no better time available.
No one has understood what is 12 o'clock.
No, this is not about the midnight. Let's be very specific. 1 second. Goldmine Buildcon Private Limited, which is supposed to be located at D8 Gokalpuri, does not exist at the location as per the RSC records. So, which means it's a fake or a dummy company. I sent my reporter there, and there are 2 shops listed as D8. There is nothing to do with Goldmine Buildcon Private Limited.
Arnab, whose responsibility?
Yours.
Arnab, whose responsibility
Yours.
is that to ensure whether no, it is not.
You are the head of finance of the Aam Aadmi Party. Who's giving you crores of rupees you don't know?
No, I am not. I am not responsible for the company.
You just wash off responsibility. Day one, yesterday you were voted in. You say I'm not responsible. Today.
Arnab, companies are there.
Sir,
companies have been registered. Companies exist.
Sir,
you just read their registration
Mr. Gupta,
number. If you have read their registration number, how
Mr.
does
Gupta,
that mean? One thing.
If
you have read the registration
Mr.
number,
Gupta,
it means the companies are there.
Arnab, I want to raise one
Mr. Gupta, the questions are relevant because you... No, Mr. Gupta,
I want to raise one
Mr. Gupta, you can't say I don't know today. I'm sorry, I don't buy that. I don't buy that line. I don't buy that line.
I have absolutely not
Gupta, if you'll give me a second...
I have not said
I'd like to get in Professor Vaidyanathan and Narayan Vyas registered.
Our companies are registered, and the Minister of Finance, Mr. Arun Jaitley, is responsible if these companies are fudging data or if the balance sheet and P&L statements are suspect, if they are donating, if they are violating the Companies Act.
No, 1 second.
Finance Minister to take action.
One second. How is Jaitley responsible? Mr. Jha, how is Jaitley responsible for it? Jaitley is not getting the money. The Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress Party are.
About a party that raising funds in an illegal
How is Jaitley responsible for it? How is the finance minister responsible?
The company was registered in 2009.
I don't understand this logic.
Today.
No, you must understand. Sanjay Jha, do you have a straight question here? I began by asking you, is there any financial umbilical cord? I'm saying today there is one company which has given money to both of you. And Mr. Pankaj Gupta, I am asking you directly.
There are multiple companies who have given money to multiple parties.
What? No, Mr.
There are multiple companies
Mr.
who have
Gupta,
given
can you give me a straight reply? Because there have been instances in the past. Are you aware of
Arnab, there are so many
companies?
examples of electoral trust given to
Arnab, are you
Congress
going
and
to put-
BJP. What have we got to do with the BJP? There's no umbilical cord. There's
Arnab, there are-
absolutely no relationship
I am
between the
asking
Congress
you.
and BJP, and we're very
I am
happy for it.
asking you. Were there one
There
second?
are, Arnab, multiple companies, thousands of companies. There would be hundreds of companies giving donation to more than
But
one
I
party.
thought you were for
So
financial
what would you say, that
probity.
all
What
the
happened?
political parties are connected? No. Why would I do the financial probe of the companies?
No, but you said,
Is that
didn't you,
under my
didn't you say
purview?
that any money above
I have
9,99,999 will be checked by the Political
Arnab.
Affairs Committee of the party?
What we have gone through this
Pankaj
multiple
Gupta,
times,
are you not a
that
member
what
of
do
the
we
Political
check?
Affairs
What
Committee
all
of the
can
Aam
we
Aadmi
check?
Party? Are there any
I
other
am.
transactions of the
I
Aam
am.
Aadmi Party
I
with these
am.
companies?
And
Can I
I'm
ask you one
saying-
thing? Pankaj Gupta, are there any other transactions of the Aam Aadmi
No.
Party with these companies?
No, we have not. We have not.
Since the
We have
company
not
and the
got any
directors
other
are not
transactions with these
traceable-
companies, but these are the transactions.
No, were there any receipts issued to the
No,
persons
again,
who
this is
delivered
wrong.
the...
That the companies and the companies won.
The money was
Companies
given
and
to you
the,
by check. Who came and gave you
directors
the
are not
check?
traceable is
No, who
wrong.
came and gave you the check? Who gave you the check?
So someone must have come.
Who is the someone?
Must have come. We are
Who
trying
is the
to find
someone?
out. It is like
Who
9 years
is the
old.
someone?
There are
Who
200,000.
comes? No, I want to ask you.
there are
No, 1 second.
200,000
1 second, Pankaj.
Arnab, you have
Pankaj,
to
1 second.
listen. You have to
Who
listen.
came and
There
gave
are
you the check?
200,000.
Someone came to
There
your
are
office.
two- I'm
Somebody
coming
came to you.
that.
Did somebody
There
come
are
to you?
200,000.
Who gave you the check of half a crore
There are
rupees?
200,000 donors for.
But 200,000 donors are not giving about a crore
donors
each.
for the parties.
No,
And their checks could come through anyone. People come
Anyone
and give
is-
checks.
who
We
is
get
that
checks
anyone?
on
Why
by
are you
the
avoiding
post.
my
People
question?
come
Who
and
is the
deliver
anyone?
checks. There could be. No, I'm not avoiding. We are finding out.
Finding out
I'm
where?
not avoiding. We are finding out who gave the check.
Who is it?
In
I'm
our
asking-
office.
you don't know.
Arnab, can I come
That's
in
how
for
we
a
will find
second?
out.
No, tomorrow Dawood Ibrahim
I
gives
just-
you money, you'll take it?
So
Arnab, I just
what is
want
there
to
to
ask
hide?
the Aam
Dawood
Aadmi
Ibrahim
Party
gives you money, you'll take
We
it.
have said, Arnab, multiple times
Arnab.
that we are ready to be
Arnab.
Narayan Vyas and
If the
Professor
company has done
Vaidyanathan
anything
coming
wrong,
back to the
company
debate.
needs to be
Narayan Vyas, please.
prosecuted.
Yes, please.
Hey,
Narayan Vyas.
Arnab, I would
Arnab, I
also
just
like
want
to
to
come
ask
to the
something.
defense of
I will-
the
I will-
Aam Aadmi Party.
what I-
One
what
second.
I'm trying to
Narayan
say
Vyas,
is-
please.
We are not
Arnab.
outnumbered in terms of
Arnab.
defense if we are given a fair chance.
I will give you a
Arnab,
fair
what I was
chance,
trying
but
to
you must
say
give me
is,
a fair answer.
If the premise made by the Aam Aadmi Party, if the premise made by the Aam Aadmi Party is held valid, there are thousands of companies on the list, even listed on the stock exchange, which are khoka companies, non-operating companies, and these are ideally the companies which are used for Hawala funding. Now, the moment you say you don't know who gave the check, you don't know about the company also, you don't know what was the source of the fund, I think this is exactly what is the use of these khoka companies which is being done.
What do you mean by khoka companies? What are khoka companies?
So
are
fake
we-
transactions.
What are
making
khoka
the
companies?
economic
What is a khoka
transactions
company? I
valid.
don't know. I don't know.
Pankaj Gupta
Khoka
says he
companies
doesn't
are-
know what a khoka company is.
Khoka
are you-
companies are those companies which
I
are
think he's
simply
talking
existent.
about shell companies which are
I'll
front-ended
tell you what are they. They are existent
talking about
companies,
companies
don't
which are
transact
shell
much of a
companies
business, they are there,
created
they
only
file
for
the
illegal
returns, they have
fund routing.
numbers, everything. And make themselves available for these kind of transactions.
But Vyas Saab, in that case, shouldn't Mr. Arun Jaitley be
So these
investigating
companies should
it?
be
No, isn't then the responsibility of the finance minister, if he's aware that such companies exist?
My
it
dear
is the
friend,
job
there
of
is
the
a
finance
separate
minister
department
currently to
of
investigate
Arnab, can I
that.
come
Why-
in?
You should nip it in the bud.
My friend,
Nip it
there's
in the
Sambit
source.
Patra.
Friend,
Why are
there
you
is a
allowing
separate
illegal
department
funds to
of
move to
company
any
affairs.
political party?
Arnab,
I don't
Can I
even
be
know.
allowed to
Pankaj
answer?
Gupta, I'm
You are saying
asking
that
you
you-
again.
There are so many
Pankaj
companies.
Gupta, I'm asking
It
you
is Mr.
again. Do
Arun
you know
Jaitley's
who
baby.
walked into
Instead of
your
sending
office
an
with so
income
much
tax
money?
notice to the Congress
One second.
party, he
Pankaj
should spend
Gupta.
his resources on investigating the
Again, I
illegal
would say,
companies.
Pankaj-
again, I'm saying that we are trying to find out. who
Pankaj
gave that
Gupta, do you have
check,
confirmation
and we are trying
letters
to
from
find
the
out.
person who delivered the POs to, from these above mentioned companies? Were there any receipts issued by the persons who delivered the POs? If so, to whom were they issued?
We will be responding. We will be responding everything to the income tax department.
Are you dealing
as
with?
per the
No. Are you?
questions I have asked,
Do you?
and we
You know,
will be
you're a
responding to
party
them.
with probity.
We will-
You're a party. You say with probity. Tell me, do you deal with
Right.
khoka companies? Khoka companies are companies which are used to take cash and convert it into check. One second. There are parties that do their entire operations in cash also, unfortunately, in a black money economy. But I am asking you, have you ever taken, do you know of any people who collect money in cash, then use these Khoka companies,
would you say
companies to convert them to check?
Arnab, why would we do that? If we get cash and if we want to cash to be converted, why would we just not use the cash?
Okay, Sambit Patra.
And if we had done anything wrong, why would we put,
I just want to come in,
why would we put that on the web?
Okay, no, it's a debate. Professor Vaidyanathan will come into the debate also. Please, Vaidyanathan, Professor, feel free to come in. 1 second.
Arnab, I have a question over here.
Sambit Patra is coming in. Sambit Patra. I'm not getting an answer.
I have a question from my friend from Aam Aadmi
Yes,
Party.
Sambit.
See, sir, Mr. Pankaj, you have used certain words over here. I was jotting down those words when the questions were asked by Arnab. The words were, the directors may be found here and there. Who came with the money? Someone came with the money. Can anyone donate? You told, yes, anyone can donate. When words like here and there are used, someone is used, anyone is used by a person who is managing the finances of the Aam Aadmi Party, definitely you should use this IT notice as an opportunity to come clean, because you are demanding that you want to come clean.
That's what we are
with
saying.
all my humility at my disposal,
just blaming does not work.
No, Mr.
Sambit,
Pankaj.
please don't
Mr.
don't
Pankaj,
just
you
blame.
were saying the time
we
is a
have
suspect.
said many times.
Mr. Pankaj, I am not blaming you. Mr. Pankaj, just a second, I was not interrupting. Mr. Pankaj, I was not interrupting. Allow me a few seconds.
You have blamed me.
Allow me a few seconds, Mr. Pankaj. I was not
this is not done.
All I mean to say is, in the initial part of the debate, in the initial part of the debate, you said the time was a suspect. Though Arnab pointed out the letter and showed that the letter came on 9th of the month,
can you tell the Newshour viewers who
not
gave you
after the
money
counting
5
was done?
crores
So why
on
should
one day only for print advertising on the last day of the Delhi elections?
Please hold your
please answer that. Please don't appear so self-righteous.
Don't butt
You see, when the Bharatiya Janata Party starts to give the people of India a lecture with a moral grandstanding, you know, it is very difficult for me to actually subside my laughter. Listen to me, I can't keep a straight face.
Laugh then.
When the
Please
Bharatiya
laugh in
Janata
a
Party
corner,
starts
don't
giving
butt
the
in.
grandstanding and talks of virtues, talks of, you know, a very great India
you
without
were
corruption.
in power for 10 long years in the center. If you knew all this about Bharatiya Janata Party, Mr.
Sanjay Jha, what have you received an IT notice for? Would you like to tell the people of India?
To BJP.
There is an article
I want to ask you a question.
You should have investigated.
There is an article in
If you knew all this, you were in power for all this time. Why were you not investigating the BJP then,
would
Mr.
survive for 7 years,
Sanjay Jha?
and that would cover the cost of Mr. Narendra Modi's suit. So who funds you? There's an article by Mr. Surjit Bhalla that says 24% of Delhi's households would have to earn 7 years living to pay for Mr. Modi's suit. So Bharatiya Janata Party needs to explain who funds you. Who funds the Bharatiya Janata Party? Which corporate? Who does it illegally? What is coming from all the money from abroad in terms of participatory notes? Explain that. There are bigger questions that are actually arising in this program.
Don't you know?
It's not just about an income tax notice to the Congress Party. AAP has to defend its own self. I'm not concerned about
the Election Commission as prescribed by the law of the land. And if you still knew something more than this, then why were you not investigating?
Please read the ADR report. The Bharatiya Janata Party is the only party in India that did not disclose who were the donors about
I have to read out the statement of
Gentlemen, third time, Sambit Patra.
The IT department.
Gentlemen, I think Kamal Mitra Chenoy wants to come to the Aam Aadmi Party's defense. Yes, Professor Chenoy.
Professor Chenoy, just the Aam Aadmi's defense. Arnab, I relate to you one very famous scam in Indian financial history called the Dalmia Jain scam, which was looked at by Justice Vivian Bose of the Calcutta High Court. And in that scam were people like Shanti Prasad Jain and Sau Prasad Jain, who were the founders of the Times of India group.
Kamal Mitra
they
Chenoy,
were given 2 to 3 years to answer questions about how they got their money, why they misused their position.
Kamal Mitra Chenoy, I am asking you a fairly direct question. I am asking you a fairly direct question here now, and I don't know why you don't want to get to the point. No, I am asking you a fairly direct question, Kamal Mitra Chenoy. Answer the question here in your view. In your view, I am asking you this particular question, and therefore let me put the question to you.
In the 1950s,
no, let me put the question to you.
Have the same code of ethics.
Let me put the question to you, Kamal Mitra Chenoy, and don't get worked up when I ask a very straight question. In this case, what emerges very clearly is that there is one company, okay, Mr. Kamal Mitra Chenoy? There's one company. And I request you to remain tightly focused on this if you have an answer. 1 second, Kamal Mitra Chenoy.
But
1 second, please. Now, there is a company called, you know the name of the company?
Why do you mention?
The name of the company is Goldwell. The name of the company, Kamal Mitra Chenoy. The name of the company is, I'll tell you the name of the company. The name of the company is Goldmine Buildcon Private Limited. Okay, and Goldmine Buildcon Private Limited's corporate identification number is with me. The registration number is with me.
Have you seen that the...
One minute, the registered address is with me. Now, my question to you, Professor Chenoy. Professor Chenoy, tell me one thing. How is it that the same company, Professor Chenoy,
through a common auditor?
How is it that the same company, answer the question, Professor Chenoy, I don't want to listen to the question. I am asking you, how is it that the same company,
you haven't answered my question.
How is it that the same company gives money both to the Aam Aadmi Party and to the Congress Party, A? B, the company is non-existent. In your view, is it a coincidence?
It's obviously a shell company that someone is using. But because the shell company is used
therefore, the Pankaj Gupta, Kamal Mitra Chenoy says it's a shell company.
I mean, that's a ridiculous argument.
Kamal Mitra Chenoy. Now it's
so-called Coca companies.
No, I don't.
They might give money.
But Pankaj Gupta says he doesn't know about Coca companies. What Pankaj Gupta says he does. Pankaj Gupta, I'm asking you again. 1 second, Kamal Mitra Chenoy. Let's get Professor Vaidyanathan on the screen, please. 1 second. So my question goes now back to Pankaj Gupta. Pankaj Gupta, this whole allegation of Coca companies, do you think there's any basis in this? Do you believe that these are Coca companies which have contributed money to you? Or do you believe they are real companies? My simple question to you from the available information at hand, Pankaj Gupta, does it appear to you now that I've told you a little bit of the finances
from available
and the bank
information?
Yes.
So from the available information, what you are saying, it might be Coca companies.
Then you are taking money from Coca companies?
And they have donated to us. Again, as I always
why are
said,
Coca companies donating to you?
We cannot go to the backgrounds of all the companies. Again, you are not listening. Can you say that all the donations which are being done to any political parties, all the political parties are supposed to go to the companies and see what those companies are doing? If they are being registered
I am
in
of
India?
the view.
Is it our responsibility
Mr. Gupta,
how much is their profit?
Mr. Gupta, let me ask you one question. Mr. Gupta, let me ask you one question today. And I go back to Professor Vaidyanathan now. He's done a lot of work into all these transactions. You see, I find it interesting. First of all, I appreciate your candor. Let me first place on record, Pankaj Gupta, I appreciate your honesty that you are coming on the program and you're saying from the available information at hand, it appears to me they are Coca companies. By the way, Coca companies are dummy companies. They are not real companies. Somebody is using these shell companies to route the money and make it look legal. In other words, Professor Vaidyanathan, there's a strong possibility of illegal money being made to look legal when it is put through these sort of shell companies. Right? Now, what in your view is the accountability of a party like the Aam Aadmi Party or the Congress Party? Both of which seem to have received, at least allegedly, some money through what appears to be a dummy company. What is the responsibility of these two parties?
I will, incidentally, I should tell you, Arnab, I lost 100 rupees. Because one of my students told, you may come out of the program without telling even a single sentence. So
feel free. Don't worry about it.
So I did get a chance.
That's a good one. Okay.
3 points I would like to
Go ahead.
Given the nature of the panel, 3 points I would like to tell, if I am not interrupted. First is, this is a loss-making company, not having any cash. But in spite of that, they could give 50 lakh to a party like Aam Aadmi Party, which is for probity and cleanliness. I appreciate the company, of their vigor and of their enthusiasm. Anyhow, I'm sure the leader of the Aam Aadmi Party, ex-revenue official, will definitely be able to deal with this particular issue. Your other question, that they gave it to both to Congress and Aam Aadmi Party, is a bit intriguing. Normally, major business houses give it to all parties, in some way or other. But why this, shell company, non-existing company, to be very precise, provided to Aam Aadmi and Congress is a very interesting question. It's not a regular, like Birlas or Tatas or any other major business group giving money to various parties. The third issue, I think, is very, very important. I think, respect to the fact whether Aam Aadmi Party or Congress, I think this political funding requires thorough cleansing. It's a very messy situation, and we are into a very, very bad situation. I'll give you an example. There is a constituency called Srirangam constituency, which is going to election in Tamil Nadu. Highly literate, reasonably well-to-do, in the sense it's middle class and upper middle class. A survey was conducted by the Hindu paper, and they found out 86% of the respondents of a very large survey